Yo guys, and welcome to my review of episode 22 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, the duel between Rovian and Yugioh, the first ever 2 versus 1 duel in a Rush Duel anime, or I guess a bridge anime, which is really cool. So obviously one of the big questions was how was the structure gonna work, and I mean this one just made the most sense, where Rovian goes first, then the twins, then Rovian again. The only reason why I was kind of skeptical of this is because most of the time when someone has 2 turns, someone wins on their second turn, and since Yuki and Yuamu, technically together they have 2 turns, that's what I was kind of worried about. But I mean, this episode was incredible. I was worried after, 20 that this episode is gonna be kind of disappointing, since we already had that shock win against Yugioh, and that's why I picked Yuki and Yuamu to actually win here. But I was pleasantly surprised. This is kind of the outcome that I wanted, but again, with the 13 episode arc thing, I wasn't really sure. However, now also this kind of raises some questions if this even will be a 13 episode arc, especially since we just now got the opening change where we have Goha Yuna, Rovian, the Menzaburo variant, and the Bakuro variant, so kind of weird that they're just now doing this, but I mean, I'm not complaining, it's just kind of weird. I mean, if this isn't a 13 episode arc, then that's awesome, and I hope they stick to that, but with Bridge, you really just don't know. Also, this episode did give us some talking points, not as many as episode 20, but still a few things to mention. Firstly being that definitely Rovian knew about everything that London did, because she said, "Oh, are you just doing this for a job?" So that's interesting. So she does know the reason why they're here. Well, at least one of them. But she also says, "Are you here to find an space treasure?" I think that's the word she used. Which Yuhi then asks Yuamu, what is she talking about? And Yuamu just said, "Oh, it's not important." So what is this? Is it something related to the Erdamar, or is it some kind of profit thing that Yuamu wants? Obviously this is probably going to be answered. It's just, again, question is it actual something to do with money and treasure, or is it something to do with Yuhi and the secret behind his weird alien type powers that he has? So there's one more thing I want to talk about, because it's kind of weird to talk about Rovian's poems, because we don't know if any of them actually mean anything, so it kind like the Clock Tower one, yes, you can connect that to Luke or something, but we don't know if that's going to actually mean anything. The most interesting thing to me was that when Bochi and Manya save the twins, there is one more Rovian bandit that the screen focuses on as he looks at Yugioh while the twins are running away. Now, currently the most popular theory of this is that it's Yugioh, and I guess that could work, but it's why would Yugioh be here? That's kind of my main question of why is Yugioh in there. You could also say it could be Kawaii Tell, he hasn't been there for a while. I guess Mitsuko if Yugioh isn't going to be there, but very weird, and I'm interested to find out who that actually was. So overall, a really good episode. I like Rovian as a character a lot. Having 2 main villains who are females to actually win back-to-back duels is awesome, and it's something that Gallop would never do in 1,000 years, so this is awesome. Also having our main trio lose 2 duels in a row, just again, Gallop could never, so bridge, again showing that while maybe the animation might not be as high as Gallup's, their storytelling, I mean, in some ways you have to praise Bridge for this. They really do know how to handle every sort of character, so this is just really amazing. But tell me what you guys think. If you liked it, hated the episode, I would love to know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.